Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. As promised, two brand new canine cards dropped this morning. So we're going to take a look at those today. Canine's already a really good deck. It's not really seeing a ton of play in a pure variant. Maybe these cards help like a pure variant of the deck more so become more runnable because a lot of players are kind of split on whether they like decks that become just generic engines versus being actually their own playable strategy. But this deck has also been combined with Vanquish Soul and Crystron and other decks that just naturally have good level fives. And so we'll see if this also helps expand on that. But anyway, got two new monsters, a new main deck level 5 and a new extra deck level rank 5. Jeez. Let's start off with the main deck monster. This is K904 Noroi. Okay. Level 5 Earth Machine. Earth Machine is crazy. Especially because isn't the Infinitrack rank 5 completely generic and it just adds an Earth Machine? That's got synergy here for sure. We'll see if that matters. 2200 attack, 1500 defense. You can only use the second and third effect of this card once per turn each. If your opponent has two or more cards in their hand, you can normal summon this card without tributing. That's cool. A lot of the canine cards have that kind of effect to go with how they work. So that works, right? They just all become normal summonable, which is solid, but they also help pull each other out of the hand pretty easily. So yeah, not too crazy. If this card is normal summoned, you can special summon a non-machine canine monster from your deck. And if you do, you cannot summon from the extra deck while you control that monster except canine monsters. Oh, it's like not even like they were building it up like it was going to be like a crazy lock, and it's not even that bad because it's only that lock is only in place while you control the monster you summoned off of this. So once you make an exceed, you are not locked anymore. Once you make a link with it, you are not locked. Not a link, I guess you would have to kind of make an exceed or remove it from the field in some other way. But yeah, my guess is whatever you're doing that way, you are making an exceed, and it should be. This is really powerful, right? Because if this summons one of the other ones that like searches, then you summon one that new one searches, then then you make a canine, the canine rank 5. You can search another canine card, and now you like have a rank 5 that I think is also a monster negate. Then you have two more cards of advantage to play with. Yeah, this card's actually quite good. But to keep in mind, this card only triggers on normal. So that's kind of nice. If you pull this out of the hand via one of the other names, and you are not using this as normal summon, not as good, obviously. So maybe this becomes like the best normal summon in the deck going forward if you're going to play it in a pure version. And I don't even know if that means this card definitely will see play in some of the like splashed variants with other decks. We'll see. And third effect, you can send one canine card you control the graveyard to look at your opponent's hand. Oh my. No, why? That's so broken. Listen, just hand knowledge in general is just insane. If you see hand traps, you can play around them to the best of your ability. Now, to be fair, there's a lot of hand traps like Droll and the Charmies and stuff that like they've probably already come down. But even just in terms of, oh, I don't know exactly what deck I'm playing against, and it's game one going first, and I just want knowledge on what I'm playing against. And so on knowing like what deck you're playing against to build a board specifically tailored for it, as well as just seeing the actual cards in the hand to be like, oh, based on what I see in his hand, if I build this type of board, I don't think you can break it. Broken, broken, and it's canine card too. So the continuous spell you can just send. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Also, this does give you a quick and easy way for you to like summon a canine off of this, use its effect to get you a search, and then just send it for this, and then you're not under the lock anymore. So there's other cool weird synergy there. All right, our rank 5 is Canine 666 Jax. this card here. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on here. It looks like a combination of the pyro and the ice one and the aqua one, potentially. But you know, I'm just spitballing. All right, this is a rank 5 Dark Fiend. Okay, Dark Fiend. 26-25 for the stats, quite big. Materials are NA to level 5, so could have some generic capabilities here. We'll see. And its first effect is once per turn. If this card is Exceed summoned, or if your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or grave, you can detach a material from this card, then target a monster on the field, destroy it. A Canine Exceed monster that has this card as material gains this effect. Any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent the turn they activated a monster effect in hand or grave is now doubled. Okay. I mean, like this one is not broken by any means, in my opinion. Like it's generic on summon, it pops a monster. Like it targets it and pops a monster on field. It's a very fair card. It does potentially give the deck something it didn't have prior, which is like quick removal. So what this deck like to do is like use Izuna and stuff as a hand trap or even as an endboard piece to like quick effect make a 5, rank 5 on your opponent's turn. And so we have the new I don't think it has to be. I don't know off the top of my head. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if the Izuna's effect to quick exceed on the opponent's turn, or I don't think it's Izuna's. It might be the Hound, whichever effect is quick exceeding, especially for the hand trap aspect. If you are making it quick effect, does it force you to make a canine exceed only, or is it just exceed summon? Because if it is exceed summon, then we got the Sky Blaster guy who's like a Book of Moon. Izuna herself is, I believe, a monster negate, and now we have this, which is a monster pop. So if it is, especially if it is, it only allows you to make a canine exceed specifically. This does just give us more versatility of like instead of a monster negate, if there's a deck or a situation where a pop is more valuable, um, this card offers you some good utility. It doesn't have a crazy like search effect or anything like Izuna. Like Izuna's like the monster negate, and then next turn you can just search off of it. Or no, not Izuna, but Izuna's rank 5 Ripper. But this one also on field every turn. If your opponent tries to do something by activating a monster effect from hand or grave, you then get an additional pop. So it does give you that additional value down the line. And of course, using it as material for one of your other canines, you maybe just OTK them. Yeah, it's kind of a scary card. But like fair enough, I don't think this card's out of this world. All in all, pretty cool. From these, I could actually see a world where these cards maybe push a pure canine deck maybe up a little bit more than an actual than the variants that are already really good, which is exactly what I would want to see because Vanquish Soul Canine, I'm pretty sure like has been the best deck in the OCG the last time I checked, but I haven't checked in a couple weeks. So we don't need that version to get any better. I guess the Exceed could end up in that extra deck as extra utility, but I'm not even positive they would play the new 5 because it only triggers on normal. And I think a lot of variants of this deck that aren't pure already have plenty of normals, like plenty of normal summons. So pretty interesting there. Pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm pretty cool. I'm happy with these. I don't think they're out of this world crazy. Keep in mind, though, for the rest of Doom of Dimensions, we have 10 more cards coming. And this set drops in like 3 days in the OCG, 4 days in the OCG. So just stay tuned. We might get one card tomorrow, one card Thursday, and then they might just dump the rest. That seems very feasible. Or they're just going to dump them all. So 10 cards. Usually there's something cool in the final pieces of the set, the scraps of the set. Hopefully it's not all filler, but we'll have to take it as it comes. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel for more things from me down the line. All things Yu-Gi-Oh news. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know your thoughts on the new Canine cards. If you guys have already tested with Canine already, let me know where you land on these. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'll see you next one. Peace.